He trying to set me up. He trying to set me up.
You want to get that 51-0, try to get that easy work, and you call it, baby. Try to get that.
We're going to take the belt, we're going to get the payday, and I don't want no shoulder excuses.
Well, I think we got it on. He's ready, healthy. Let's do it, man.
I got to ask you, because we talked about this Mayweather Pacquiao. Do we see a rematch if you win on Saturday, Manny?
I don't know, just one at a time. Let's talk about that after the fight.
You guys go check out Manny Pacquiao. Remember, he got famous because they said this could be the guy that could possibly dethrone the king. Did it happen? Absolutely not.
In a surprising twist, Floyd Mayweather confronted Manny Pacquiao in an intense face-to-face moment regarding the possibility of a rematch. The incident reportedly happened backstage at a major boxing event and stunned both fans and insiders. Known for his flair for the spotlight, Mayweather pressed Pacquiao directly about a long-rumored second fight. With tensions running high and cameras capturing the exchange, the unexpected clash instantly set the boxing community buzzing.
His left hand was fast, his right hand was fast, and he was throwing them both fast and strong. But when it's all said and done, he was a beat fighter. From round one, he knew it. I can't beat Floyd Mayweather. 6 days before the fight, he boxed 4 rounds. And if you go look, when he came out to Las Vegas, he was throwing combinations. Everything seemed just fine. Waving to the crowd, both hands. Manny Pacquiao, you're not on my level. Manny Pacquiao, you will never be on my level, period. Simple and plain. If you lost, accept the loss and say, you know what, Mayweather, you know what? You was the better fighter. You was the better fighter. It's okay to be number 2. It's okay to be right behind me. It's okay. The Pacquiao situation first, because that was the first question. I retired from the sport, and I didn't let the sport retire me. I'm not going to get in there with no former fighters, former world champions, putting any more abuse on my body. I retired for a reason. I'm here to have fun and enjoy myself, sometimes 3 rounds, sometimes 8 rounds, with guys that's gonna help me entertain the people, but I'm not going to take no punishment to the point to where I can barely walk and barely talk. And where Manny had a great career, but boxing retired Manny. Manny didn't retire from boxing. There's a difference. I'm gonna continue to do what I want to do and dictate and control, because early on in my career, I made a lot of sacrifices and put in a lot of hard work so that I can dictate and control things in my career once my career was over.
To fully grasp the weight of this latest confrontation, you have to go back to May 2nd, 2015, when Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao finally met in the ring for what was billed as the fight of the generation. After years of stalled talks, disputes over contracts, and endless public debates, the two icons squared off in a tactical showdown that divided fans. Mayweather earned a unanimous decision, preserving his undefeated record and pocketing an estimated $250 million. Pacquiao, however, later revealed he had been dealing with a shoulder injury that night, raising questions about how much it impacted the outcome.
At any point, did a fighter ever make you feel like, oh, my legacy is in jeopardy?
No, but I've been in a fight. I get like in the 3rd or 4th round, like, tonight gonna be a rough night.
Okay.
One of the best fighters I faced was Manny Pacquiao. He's a future Hall of Famer.
What the is it about Manny, man? He just don't stop coming.
But you know me, I keep my distance because he's real short. I keep turning him.
Yeah, but I think just, height doesn't mean anything because, short people can pack a punch.
For close to 10 years, boxing fans have been calling for a second showdown. Every so often, both fighters dropped hints, whether through mysterious interviews or carefully timed face-to-face encounters, but the long-awaited rematch never actually came together. That is, until now.
Why not Floyd Mayweather? Why isn't he in the top 5?
Floyd Mayweather, he's running the whole 12 rounds and he won the fight.
Manny, who are the top 5 fighters you ever fought, you think?
Barrera, Morales, Marquez. De La Hoya, Cotto, what else? Margarito.
Why no Floyd Mayweather? Why not Floyd Mayweather? Why isn't he in the top 5?
Floyd Mayweather, he's running the whole 12 rounds and he won the fight. How is that? I mean, you know, I feel sorry to the fans because the fight is boring. You know, the fight is boring. Like, that's not the fans are expecting to us. I mean, as a fighter, if I'm a fan, of course I want to see a good fight, like changing fight, not a fashion show.
Many in the boxing world suspect Mayweather is eyeing one last blockbuster payday. Although he's kept busy with exhibition bouts against internet stars, MMA fighters, and influencers, none of those matchups have carried the same prestige, or generated the same kind of fortune, that a second clash with Pacquiao could deliver.
It's a guy with a job. I have a job though. So who would you fight next?
And guess what? Your job don't pay like my job. Your job don't pay like my job.
That brings me to another point.
I can make $200 million in 18 months because I want to. Because I want to come back and steal some more money. Is that okay with you? I won. I know I won. I know I'm the better fighter. You fight 10 times, I'm gonna win 10 times. You fight 20 times, I'm gonna win 20 times. You fight 100 times, I'm gonna win 100 times. Manny Pacquiao he's not a better fighter than me. Nowhere around.
After news of Mayweather's backstage confrontation spread, Manny Pacquiao wasted no time delivering his reply, and it couldn't have been clearer. The boxing icon made it known that he's more than willing to step back into the ring. In comments to the media, Pacquiao said he's always been prepared for another showdown, stressing that fans deserve to see the fight again. His calm but confident response not only reignited talk of a rematch but also shifted the pressure back onto Mayweather. For Pacquiao, this isn't simply about settling old scores, it's about cementing his legacy. With both legends signaling interest, the possibility of a historic sequel has never felt closer.
Do you feel like this is enough to coax Floyd Mayweather out and maybe you guys get a rematch right here in this same building? Do you feel like that this version of you beats the version of Floyd Mayweather that exists today?
You know, it's hard to talk about the fighter who retired. If he comes out and goes into the contract and go fight, I mean, let's fight again if you want. I have no problem with that. I'm active now. I don't pick my opponent. I don't. I fight them all.
WBC President Mauricio Suleiman recently shared an open perspective on Manny Pacquiao's comeback and the growing speculation of a rematch with Floyd Mayweather. He explained that granting Pacquiao an opportunity at a title, even at 46 years old, was a deliberate choice rooted in respect for his legacy, worldwide influence, and evident commitment to training. On the subject of Mayweather, Suleiman admitted the buzz is real but urged patience, making it clear that if a second fight does happen, it should be under proper professional terms, not just as another exhibition.
There would potentially be a Floyd Mayweather rematch on the table. Feels like we're going back in time, but can you see a scenario where obviously Floyd, who's held the WBC titles many over his career, maybe gets tempted out of retirement for a Manny Pacquiao rematch?
What do you say?
I say he doesn't need to fight again, but I also would definitely come and watch. So I'm sort of like,
You'll come and watch. We have to see what happens Saturday, first of all. Of course, Floyd is legendary, just as Manny. There's no issue there. But you cannot skip. There's Barrios before, and Lance is a great journalist. I think he pulled out a good, I don't know if he interviewed Floyd or it's just his imagination, but it's something that has people talking about. So it's going to be a great fight. Let's concentrate on Las Vegas, July 19th.
I spoke to Conor Ben recently, and he's someone who's very proud to say, look, if this Eubank fight doesn't happen, and even if it does, I need to fight for that green and gold belt. No matter what, you guys have always supported him, obviously when he was going through these problems and things like that. He's now in a position where, you know, he's in line to fight for one of these titles. Do you see a scenario if the rematch with Eubank doesn't happen where he could potentially be in line to fight next, the winner?
Absolutely, yes.
Leading up to Manny Pacquiao's clash with Mario Barrios, many analysts suggested that Barrios would need a knockout to secure the win and avoid any debate over the scorecards. With Pacquiao's experience, name recognition, and the perception he often carries with judges, some felt a close decision might not go Barrios' way. As TalkSport pointed out, a majority of Pacquiao's welterweight bouts have gone the distance. For Barrios, still young and eager to prove himself, the consensus was that only a conclusive finish would guarantee he left the ring with the victory.
The news was this, that conversations are already happening for Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao 2 to occur if Manny wins this Saturday. Okay.
Manny Pacquiao hasn't held back when discussing the possibility of facing Floyd Mayweather again. He suggested that Mayweather has no real interest in a professional rematch, pointing to excuses and hesitation as reasons the fight hasn't happened. Pacquiao stated that he doesn't believe Floyd will ever return to face him in a true competitive bout. At the same time, Pacquiao made it clear that he himself is prepared, physically sharp, mentally focused, and motivated to step back into the ring for a genuine high-stakes sequel that would be fought for the fans, not as an exhibition.
The chat wants to know, would you ever, in the future, would you ever do a rematch versus Floyd Mayweather?
I'm active right now, so hard to say.
If he were to be active, would you consider?
If he were to be active.
If he were to be active.
If he wants, I don't think he will fight again.
You don't think you would do the rematch after you win this fight?
I don't think he will fight.
From Pacquiao's perspective, Mayweather isn't simply retired, he's avoiding a real fight. Some analysts share that opinion, suggesting that Floyd has little interest in risking his perfect record in a legitimate rematch. Commentators like Skip Bayless have even argued that Mayweather's reluctance stems from fear of losing that zero. While Floyd has continued entertaining exhibition bouts, he's maintained that if a second clash with Pacquiao were ever to happen, it would have to be under full professional terms, not just a showcase.
Though, is a legendary athlete. What makes a legendary athlete is the one who wants to compete. He's notorious for dodging fights when they should happen.
Floyd is so afraid to lose. He grew up in a different era. In the era that I grew up in, it was who was the best and I will fight anybody else who's in my way.
Right.
Floyd's era, what he created was, we're not gonna lose. If you lose, then everything's messed up. So he wanted to win so bad until he would wait till the guys would be at the right time or weight or age or whatever, past their prime. He waited for the right time to go in there and do what he had to do. But he's a winner. He wants to win. So whatever it takes, not just in the ring, but outside the ring, he's gonna win. He wanted to have the only person to have the O and leave out like that. With just having no loss.
That's killing boxing.
Should a Pacquiao-Mayweather sequel be treated as a real professional fight or just another exhibition? Share your opinion in the comments.